Hello, my name is Lena, and I would like to ask you two questions. The first one is, do you have some similarities with your character? And the second one, if you could, would you like to try to play another role?
So the first one was, do you
have some similarities with your...
Similarities? Yeah, we're very similar. I think sometimes I find connecting with humans complicated sometimes, which Morpheus certainly does. And then, do you mean another role in Sandman? I think if I wanted to play another role in Sandman, it would be... There's... within World's End, there's a story called Cerements, which is about an apprentice, which is told by an apprentice, not mortician, but someone who deals with death. And I think I want to play him.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Undertaker. Thank you so much. Next question, please.
Hi again.
Hey.
We met at a photo.
Yes.
First of all, thank you for coming, because I think you're exhausted. So, just thank you for keeping and sticking up with all of us. Well,
It's been very easy.
Well, first of all, I have to keep a promise, because 2 weeks ago I met Jenna, and Jenna Coleman said to say hi to you. So if she ever sees this, then I'm
You did it.
keeping my promise.
I'll text her afterwards and tell her.
And the second question that I have is that if I look at your previous roles that you had, you were like mostly like the bad boy most of the time in your previous roles. Like except Reminder, but let's just say Morpheus did change the way you act in some way. And I wanted to ask you, how did it change you as a person? Because it is a quite different role than what you used to play.
It is. How did it change me as a person? I think more than anything, I've never had the responsibility of playing a lead role in something of this scale. And outside of being responsible for the story or for Sandman, when you're the lead role in a big project, you're responsible for everybody else there who's all working towards this same goal. And I think it taught me to take this job far more seriously than I ever have, because that responsibility was incredibly important to me. And to make Sandman, there's so many extraordinarily talented people working on everything from behind the camera to cooking meals to making books that look real to designing dragons to all of these people there to make 3 seconds of it look extraordinary. And yeah, you feel a responsibility to be as brilliant as they are.
Just one small one,
Sure.
because I really loved you playing Lord Byron and Mary Shelley. And since you say you like literature, I would like to ask you if you have something out of literature or poetry that is something you keep dear, or a verse or a poem.
Yeah. There's an opening to a John Donne poem that I've always loved, and the first line is, "Kind pity chokes my spleen."